Dedicated to the great outdoors, it's Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton. Southern Woods and Waters is brought to you by Gander Mountain, Greenform Construction, the Burns Insurance Group, Cunningham Buick GMC, Nashville Marine, America's Motorsports, and now here's Hugh.
All right, welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. And what a great evening for you to sit right there and just take notes. I'll get you a piece of paper and a pencil and a nice hot cup of cocoa. Sit down and relax. We got some fishing for you. But first, I've got to introduce you to one of my favorite sponsors in the whole wide world, Mr. Terry Burns with Terry Burns Insurance Agency, Allstate Insurance.
Allstate.
Terry, thank you so much, brother.
Yes, sir, Hugh. Good to be here. Thank you.
I've been wanting Terry to get on the show so much here lately, and we just now got our plans made. But we got some questions for Terry tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been hearing from a lot of outdoors folks out there about this and that, and Terry's going to help us out tonight with some of that. Some things that are very disturbing as far as insurance and what you think you have covered. We're going to hit some of that tonight. Also with me tonight, I have with me the one and only Dayton Downtown Blair. You've been putting a lot of videos out here lately, Dayton, with talking funny.
That's right.
Something about chicken fried steak and taters.
Chicken pot pies.
Chicken pot pies.
Chicken pot pies. That's right, yeah.
And along with you got Jeff Hill.
That's right.
That's our buddy Jeff Hill.
You know we can't leave him out.
And I gotta say, we were going to try and put your logo up, but it's just we couldn't do it in the way we want to. But I like that logo.
Thank you.
Mad Dad Lures. He's got a new logo out, and it really, really looks good. Now, we're going to see, you'll get to see every last one of us come February the 12th, 13th, and 14th. We're all going to be at the fairgrounds.
It's going to be a great weekend.
We're going to be shaking hands. We're going to be kissing babies. And we're going to be hearing stories from everybody that comes along. So that's going to be awesome.
That will be awesome.
And that'll just be great to do. So we look forward to seeing you at that. That's going to be the Tennessee Boat and Fishing Show. That's February 12th, 13th, 14th. It's going to be at the fairgrounds. So
And that's why you got to keep all your mad money. Start hiding that stuff and putting it back. Don't let nobody know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Don't you?
You got to hide it from the wife. You got to put it back because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
The mad money's coming out.
The mad money's coming
That's
out.
right. Fishing time in Tennessee, Bubba. You hear me?
And it's a great time that they have this show. It's every February, like the 1st of February, so it's a great time. It's kind of, if it's not bad weather, it's inclement. You'd rather be inside talking fishing.
Sure.
I mean, if you can't be actually fishing, you might as well be inside talking about it, right?
Absolutely.
That's
The
the next
fairgrounds
best
is
thing.
such,
That is.
and the fairgrounds is a great place. They have a good
It's a great
facility.
place.
It's a great place.
And we're gonna have a bunch of speakers coming in this year to talk at the show. And man, we're trying to get Casey Martin. I wish we could get Casey Martin up there.
He's coming.
All right, that's gonna be awesome. Let him just stand around the
They'll
booth
be at
and
the
give us
Birmingham show.
He'll be at the Birmingham
Yes.
show, and then we'll try and get him up here if we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Man,
We'll
we
look
need
at-
to talk sweet to him.
The Huntsville show
The Huntsville show, that's right. So
is
we got
coming up
that.
in March.
First off, I've got my sponsor right here, Mr. Terry Burns, and Terry Burns owns the Terry Burns Insurance Agencies, and they're all Allstate Insurance Agencies. You got how many locations now?
We've got 3 locations.
Right.
And we pretty much can cover Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas. So
We're ready to
we've
cover
got you covered. Yes, sir.
Terry, I got to tell you, just the other day, a friend of mine told me, he said, Hugh, I'm inundated with people asking me that they have an ATV. Say somebody has just a little 4-wheeler that they hunt with. You know, they probably got it used or something like that. It doesn't matter. They didn't insure it. All right, they set it there, they put it out there under the carport or behind the house, and all of a sudden one day they walk back here, it's gone. Now they think that their homeowner's insurance takes care of that, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. That's right, Hugh. And it's kind of sad. We tell our clients the wrong time to find out you're not covered correctly. It's when you have a claim or you have something go wrong.
That's right.
Because then it's too late. And all homeowners policies come with a certain amount of liability. They all come with personal property protection. But things like ATVs aren't considered personal property under your homeowners policy, and they need a separate insurance policy. Jet skis, those type things.
Is it a jet ski or is it a boat? Is it also under the same?
It would be just like your ATV. It would not be considered personal property and fall under your homeowners. And I'll give you an example. Some of these little ATVs, some of these jet skis, the policies may be as little as $6, $7, $8, $9 a month, $80 to $100 a year.
Right.
Very inexpensive
Right.
for what you have and what you need. And you know, you give
These
$3,000 or
jet
$4,000.
skis aren't cheap.
I understand. You know, you give $2,000 or $3,000 for something, or $10,000, $15,000 for
Oh yeah,
something.
they're 15,000.
But you wake up and think, man, for $100 or $150,
It could be.
I could have got that covered. And again, the wrong time to find out is once it's gone.
I want to ask you something else. Even the trailers that carry them, Terry. What am I trying to say? They're implement trailers, or just trailers that a 12-foot trailer, about
Utility trailer.
utility trailer.
Utility trailer.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn. Utility trailers. We don't think of them as very much, but I mean they're from $700 to $1,400, $1,500,
$2,500,
$2,500,
$3,000.
But
Yeah.
but if you own one and that's what you carry your four-wheeler around with, that's not covered under your homeowners either.
That's correct. And those things are really easy to steal, unfortunately.
Number one thing in Tennessee that's stolen is utility trailer.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Is that not something?
That is, it is. Well, one of the things, again, that we really try to do, and I call it your world, when we sit down with a prospective insured or a client, somebody that comes to see us, the things to me at least, and I think most people, that's important to them, is their world.
That's right.
You, your family, and your possessions. And we really take the time to get to know you. We find out what hobbies you have. We find out what you're involved in. We find
You
out.
told me I was a sick individual.
Well, you get into a lot of stuff. We'll just put it like that. You got a big world in your world. But we really look at it, and we look for exposures. We look for your risk. And the thing our insurance company really tries to do, I help people manage their risk.
Well, you make me feel good at night. I know everything I got is covered.
That's right. That's good. And that's what we want. And even, your firearms, your jewelry.
When we did that commercial, when you and I did that commercial, that was the truth.
Right.
We work hard to get the possessions that we have. We've worked,
Absolutely.
in my case, 55 years to get where I am today. And the stuff that I've accumulated over the years, I still have a rifle that I got 25 years ago, and shotguns, 25, 30-year-old shotguns.
Right.
I still have it. It's mine. I don't want somebody just to relieve me of it, and then I'm stuck with nothing. I want those. Those things mean something
Sentimental.
to me,
Absolutely.
and I want them back. And
right.
and if I don't get those exact ones back, then at least I have enough money in the insurance coverage to go get something
Your
else.
boats, lower units, all
Everything.
that. Everything you need.
That's another thing. He's covered my boat. You got my boat covered.
All
you
the-
know,
I mean,
from
if you
everything.
hit something in the lake, if the log's floating, it's covered.
And how many times we've seen that, Dayton?
A million.
Yeah.
And then you see people that don't have insurance on them boats.
Yeah.
Even though they have insurance on their vehicle pulling the boat, they don't have it on the boat as it's on the water. So when you run down the lake, tear your lower unit off, that's your problem.
That's it.
Well, I will tell you this too. We had a young man. He was in his early 20s. He was out Labor Day 4 or 5 years back and just having a real good time. No drinking, no doing anything, just riding his boat with his girlfriend having fun. And we got a call that he was in the hospital. He had ran into somebody, didn't see him, and put them in the hospital. This young man's whole future could have been in jeopardy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's about $300,000 in hospital bills that he would have been liable for if we hadn't had the opportunity to sit down with him and recommend, hey, you know what? You not only need a boat policy to cover the boat in case something happens to it, you need the liability on it as well.
Just like a vehicle.
Just like a
general,
vehicle,
Just like a
gen-
vehicle.
general liability on a boat, just like any of the BFLs, any of the Bassmasters, you have to carry that insurance.
Well, now they've got it to where just about any tournament you get into,
You have
to
got
have proof of
that,
insurance.
and you have to have, because if you take an angler that really doesn't know how to swim or hasn't been fishing much or fishing these tournaments, well, the boater's reliable for that person, whether he throws him out, ejects him, puts a hook in his head or whatever. You're reliable. If you fish with that man, he hooks himself in the head, he has to go to the hospital. That's why you have insurance. You're reliable. You know, there's a difference there, you know.
I just knock him in the head. Who was I fishing with?
I can jerk him out with that line and be all right.
Well, you know, in all seriousness, Hugh, one thing you said, you've worked close to 55 years to get your possessions. You don't want them to go away just
No.
like that.
No.
I know you enjoy work really
We
hard,
work hard
and
for this
value
stuff.
what you have. And unfortunately, in the best of circumstances, when there's an accident, you want your insurance company's money at risk, not yours.
No,
Because
well,
you
that's
can
what we
lose
pay for.
everything you can make that quick.
But that's exactly why they created insurance in the first place.
That's correct.
Insurance companies could get a little bit from you and you and you and me, and if Dayton came up needing something, then our dividends or
Manages the pool of
premiums
risk.
would have paid it.
Yeah.
Right, yep.
So it's management through quantity is what it is, but it gives you quality insurance.
It does.
Absolutely.
And so
That's right.
Allstate, I mean, really is, you're in good hands with Allstate. We see that commercial all the time. But I do feel good at night knowing everything I have and everything Joy has, everything we both have is covered.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And again, that's something we try really, really hard to do because we know people put their trust in us. We firmly believe it takes more than 15 minutes to get your policy. And the one thing you certainly don't want to do is you just don't want to go on the internet and buy something you want a trusted advisor helping you. And I've got a team of over 20 of them.
He does. I
250
guarantee he
years
does.
experience between them. And we'd be proud to help any of you
All
folks.
right, well, hold on to that thought. We got to take a quick break, visit some of our fine sponsors along with Terry Burns Insurance. We'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Waters.